Well, while women and young girls still have a long way to go to fully enjoy their rights and financial freedom, some are making major strides in male-dominated sectors, and one of them is a budding Cape Town farmer who's on her way to achieving her farming dream. 27-year-old Tumisa Nkabile from Kailicha is harvesting her own homegrown products, and to celebrate Women's Month, we're joined by the woman herself. Tumisa, thank you so much for joining us. You're taking the farming industry by storm. What are some of the crops that you're planting?
Thank you so much for having me and also granting me this opportunity. So at the moment, I'm doing crop farming, and then I'm also doing poultry farming. So the crops that I'm currently growing is spinach and green pepper, and in poultry farming, I'm doing broiler chickens.
What kind of response have you had from local businesses and some of the big chains with regards to you being a female farmer?
The support that I've been getting and the response has been really positive because they've been supporting me and my business, and even when I harvest, more especially my community and my social media friends, they've been really supportive. They make sure that they buy my products, and I'm sold out each and every time I harvest and sell my products.
Misa, I mean, it feels almost strange to even have to interview you for being an outlier as a female farmer. I mean, really, it shouldn't be a big deal, but it actually is. Did you have a lot of stumbling blocks to get to where you are now?
Yes. I've had quite a lot of challenges. But I always told myself not to look at the problem, but to actually find the solution to the problem, because even when I started, I did not receive any funding. But I told myself I'm going to start with my dream, and then funding is going to find me along the way. Even I don't even have an irrigation system, but they did not actually stop me from actually planting my crops, because at this moment as well, I'm still using watering cans, but I make sure that I produce 100% quality in all my products that I actually make.
How did you actually do it? How did you start?
I actually started during the pandemic when I had to close down my catering business. So the catering business was my only source of income. So I actually needed a plan for me to generate income again. So I did not actually just start farming, but I started with selling, with actually buying chicken from a supplier and doing door-to-door deliveries. So when I saw the demand was high, I actually decided to be a supplier myself, where I would actually supply people who would like to start their own businesses while also doing the door-to-door deliveries. So that is where my passion for farming actually began, because I'm a self-taught farmer. So I actually also started planting spinach and also venturing into green pepper as well.
Misa, before you go, what advice do you have for aspiring farmers?
My advice for aspiring farmers is to actually start small with what you have and gradually grow. Don't wait on the government to actually fund you, but you need to give the government something to work with.
Thank you so much. That's budding farmer Tumisa Nkabile, who pivoted. She was a caterer and she needed something to do, and she managed to make it work. What a woman.
Listening to her is phenomenal. It's like reading a business strategy textbook. And it's phenomenal because I think she started out in tourism and then went into catering and then has gone into farming. And there's elements of business strategy and expanding horizontally. And I think to myself, how did she learn all these things without ever going to business school? It's absolutely amazing.
It's amazing.
Beautiful.
Well, we've got some